As sweet as Stephanie McMahon may seem, there are certain things that WWE has kept hidden about her from the public from her controversial creative decisions, such as removing Paul Heyman as the head of SmackDown, writing to her power moves that led to her brother Shane McMahon's departure from the company. There's more to the billion-dollar princess than meets the eye. One of the most talked about moments was her interaction with Rob Van Dam in the early 2000s when he transitioned to WWE, bringing with him his in-ring skills and his well-known advocacy for cannabis use. During this period, Stephanie and RVD crossed paths in a way that became part of wrestling lore. Aware of RVD's reputation and concern about the company's image, Stephanie decided to address the matter directly rather than condemning him. She offered pragmatic advice, reportedly telling him, "If you're going to get high, at least be discreet about it." RVD even mentioned that Stephanie commented on the smell of his shirt and suggested he change it, showing a mix of professionalism and personal concern. RVD's career was filled with controversies, especially regarding his open advocacy for cannabis long before its wider acceptance in society. But the encounter highlighted Stephanie's ability to balance personal liberties and professional image control. Another hidden story involves Stephanie's request to her father, Vince McMahon, to keep her wedding private. Vince initially wanted Stephanie's wedding to Triple H to air on pay-per-view to boost ratings, but she refused. She believed some aspects of life should remain private, even in the entertainment industry. This decision came during the rise of reality television, when exposing celebrities' personal lives was becoming popular. Stephanie's stance encouraged other WWE superstars to set boundaries about what they were willing to share with fans. Her wedding in October 2003 was described as a fairy tale celebration. However, behind the scenes, an incident occurred that WWE prefers not to highlight. During the reception, Michael Hayes, known for his charisma and energy, decided to perform after drinking a bit too much. His first song, Jailhouse Rock, received applause, but his second performance quickly went downhill as he slurred words and lost rhythm. Kurt Angle attempted to calm the situation, but Hayes drunkenly challenged him, calling him Shooter. Boy, the tension grew until Linda McMahon intervened, taking the microphone away from Hayes and ending the spectacle. Hayes later apologized to Triple H, who graciously assured him that the incident had not ruined the wedding, even jokingly calling it one of the night's highlights. The roots of Stephanie's on-screen power with Triple H trace back to the infamous McMahon-Helmsley rivalry. It began when Stephanie was in a storyline romance with Tess that was set to end in a wedding, only for Triple H to interrupt the ceremony, revealing that he had already married Stephanie in Las Vegas. While she was unconscious, the shocking twist turned the WWE Universe upside down. Initially portrayed as a victim, Stephanie later revealed she conspired with Triple H all along, transforming from the innocent daughter of Vince McMahon into a cunning and ambitious leader. Together, they formed the McMahon-Helmsley regime, which dominated WWE through manipulation, strategy, and power. The era marked a new phase of control and storytelling in wrestling history, and solidified Stephanie McMahon as one of the most influential figures behind the scenes in WWE. The WWE concealed the fact that Stephanie McMahon was responsible for the removal of Paul Heyman as head writer for SmackDown. Heyman had a specific vision for the show that emphasized the performer's athleticism and wrestling ability. His approach earned critical acclaim and resonated with fans who appreciated a sports-centric presentation. However, this philosophy sometimes clashed with the broader entertainment-focused strategy that WWE, under Stephanie McMahon and other executives, aimed to promote. The different perspectives on the show's future created ongoing friction. On one side, Heyman championed wrestling purism, pushing for SmackDown to showcase the industry's best athletic talent. On the other, Stephanie McMahon and the WWE executive team prioritized ratings, sponsorships, and mass appeal. Heyman often had to defend his creative choices, while Stephanie, responsible for overseeing WWE's creative direction, had to consider the long-term implications for brand and company. The balance of power within WWE's creative hierarchy shifted constantly, making Heyman's position increasingly difficult. Ultimately, Stephanie's decision to remove him was a result of multiple accumulating factors. According to reports, Stephanie proposed that Finn Balor portray an empowered gay character, a concept that would have marked a significant step forward in WWE portrayal of LGBTQ+ narratives. This idea received mixed reactions, including apparent disapproval from Triple H, another influential creative figure. Finn Balor, born Fergal Devitt on July 25, 1981, began his wrestling journey in Ireland before achieving fame in Japan, where he built a reputation for his technical prowess and enigmatic persona. When he signed with WWE's NXT in 2014, his impact was immediate, and he quickly became one of the brand's most popular stars. WWE reportedly had concerns about his sexuality, as there had never been an openly gay wrestler in the company. Stephanie McMahon allegedly encouraged him to come out publicly and perform as a gay character. While some viewed this as a positive move toward inclusivity, others questioned its authenticity and execution. Baylor's real-life advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights, shown through his Baylor Club for Everyone initiative and rainbow-themed merchandise, reinforced his commitment to the community he represented. Despite Stephanie's efforts to keep him in the company, he was eventually released from his WWE contract. Reflecting on his career, Baylor stated that he wanted to be remembered as a good human being who paved the way for LGBTQ+ athletes to live openly and authentically, inspiring fans and athletes alike to lead with confidence. John Cena's career also faced uncertainty early on, when fans failed to connect with his character. The lack of crowd reaction suggested that his WWE run might end prematurely. Stephanie McMahon, however, recognized Cena's untapped potential. During a European tour, she saw Cena freestyle rap for fellow wrestlers and noticed his charisma and humor, qualities missing from his on-screen persona. Stephanie suggested incorporating his rapping into his character, an idea that required Vince McMahon's approval. It was a risk, but it paid off. The transformation into the Doctor of Thugonomics connected Cena with fans and saved his career, establishing him as one of WWE's biggest stars. Stephanie was also reportedly involved in blocking the rehiring of Vince Russo. At the time, WWE was navigating a changing entertainment landscape, and Russo's potential return raised concerns. Stephanie, who had become a major creative influence, opposed Russo's controversial and chaotic Crash TV style, which conflicted with her goal of balancing edgy storytelling with family-friendly entertainment. Her decision to block his return reflected her commitment to maintaining creative stability and protecting WWE's image. Another notable story involves Stephanie secretly giving Mick Foley her creative notebook during his time as Raw general manager. Foley's leadership was empathetic and talent-focused, contrasting with Stephanie's business-driven approach. Their dynamic created compelling television, blending compassion with corporate ambition. The rumored contents of Stephanie's notebook intrigued fans and insiders, as it was said to contain key creative ideas and insights into WWE's storytelling process. In a darker chapter, Stephanie McMahon was allegedly aware of what happened to former WWE wrestler Ashley Massaro before her death in 2019. Massaro had claimed she was sexually assaulted by a U.S. military doctor during a WWE tour in Kuwait in 2006. She alleged that WWE apologized but persuaded her not to report the incident. After her death, WWE denied knowing about the assault, but her attorneys later released an affidavit detailing her experience and the company's response. This revelation resurfaced amid other allegations, including a sex trafficking lawsuit involving Vince McMahon and former executive John Laurinaitis, deepening scrutiny of WWE's internal culture and leadership practices.